Hello everyone, I am Tara the Fox, and let's play Dr. Frank's Build a Boyfriend. Now, I'm going to say off right at the bat, this is a visual novel, and it's kind of like a remake of Dr. Frankenstein, if you couldn't tell by the name, obviously. So we are trying to build the perfect boyfriend for ourselves. Because that's what we want in life. The artwork is kind of interesting. It's not the best in the world, but it's actually kind of just interesting, especially when you see this character right here, the main character, who we shall be playing as. Who is Dr. Frank, by the way. So, I do think the artwork is just okay and fine. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's definitely not the greatest. But for what it is, it's fine. Now, there is a few game mechanics I kind of like in here that the creator of this game did. And I really am glad that they did. So, we'll get to that when we reach that point. But for now, let me check the preferences. Show online, skip. Okay. Alrighty. Everything looks good so far, so without further ado, let us begin. Once upon a time in the treacherous mountain hillsides of Geno. Yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce some of these words, so if I screw it up, I apologize in advance. There lived a wondrous, amazing, and most incredible scientist named Dr. Frank. Alright, let me move that mic. It's covering some of the words. I can't read it. Okay, there you go. And yes, he was a doctor. He finished like half of both of his doctorates before he got kicked out. That totally counts! Seriously, guys. Can everyone lay off about this? Anyway, the super awesome Dr. Frank spent his days toiling away at his research, pursuing his lifelong dream of bringing people back from the dead. It wasn't for any sentimental reason. There wasn't some long-lost loved one he wanted to bring back or anything. No, this was for a much more noble pursuit, the aim of advancing mankind's scientific knowledge. And yet, it was the same research that caused the local villagers and even the weak-minded university men to fear him. Because they were stupid and jerks, and they couldn't possibly understand the sheer genius of Dr. Frank's work. But it was no matter, for the genius doctor was an honorable and humble man who simply continued this most critical research, even if it meant he was completely alone. Well, okay, he wasn't totally alone. Iggs was there, and he was a fine assistant, even though he keeps asking for raises. But the point is, one day, a sudden knock came at the door, and the scientist opened it to find a beautiful man with a radiant glow standing there. In his heart, he felt a strange, previously unknown feeling begin to form as the man opened his mouth and said, "Yo, what's up? Name's Dominic. You that freak that got kicked out of the Hindenburg U for that weird death experiments, right? Gorgeous specimen. Ah!" It was like an angel had been sent to meet him, and now that angel was asking about his research. No matter what Dr. Frank did, he couldn't stop his heart from pounding. The good doctor invited the man in, and they quickly got to know each other. As the days passed and the man's visits grew longer and longer, the relationship also grew into something romantic. Dr. Frank had never given his heart to anyone before, but maybe for him, maybe for this man named Dominic. ... 3 months later. I never want to see another beautiful boy ever again! Dr. Frank, are you still in there? No one is here to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone. The door opens and my assistant Iggs walks into my room. I try to bury myself further into the sheets, hoping that maybe he won't see me. Instead, he rudely opens the blinds.
It's been a week, Dr. Frank.
So, I can be sad as long as I want. I lost the love of my life!
Frank.
Doctor. He waves his arms in the air out of frustration.
Look, I know he meant a lot to you. I mean, he was your first, right? And no one likes being dumped, especially when it's so out of the blue like that. But sitting in your room all day crying into your bed sheets isn't going to help you recover. You need to...
Leave me alone! He said I was cute! I was in love! He was my boyfriend! You couldn't possibly know what I'm going through.
Actually, Dr. Frank, I've gone through a fair share of breakups myself. You do know how I met my current boyfriend, right? So, yes, I think I do know what you're...
How could you say that to me? My love was special, unique. It wasn't like your love. It was destiny. I roll further into my blankets, breaking my sightline with this Erigius interloper.
I don't get paid enough for this.
Dr. Frank! He starts to pull the blanket from off the bed, against which I double my rolling efforts to keep him at bay.
I didn't come here to fight with you. Can you stop? We have a problem!
I can feel his grip lessen, and I peek my head out from the blanket cocoon to look at him. He's holding a piece of paper in his hands with a weird look on his face. I tentatively grab it and start reading.
Tomorrow's the Hindenburg University conference. You know, the one people travel from all over the country to see? Well, the coverage schedule was posted today. And...
What the hell is this? Right in front of me in plain letters is... Returning from Death to Life, a breakthrough study by Dominic Neilion. Resurrection? But that's my research! But it's Dominic's presenting it. This can't be right. He wouldn't be presenting my research under his own name.
I tried to tell you last week that I noticed him leaving with some folders the day he dumped you, but you were too busy crying into a gallon tube of ice cream to listen.
No, this couldn't. He... That asshole! First he breaks my heart and dumps me out of the blue. Even after he called me babe. I mean, how could he say that and then do this? He takes my research! My baby! And now he's presenting it to those jackwads at Hindenburg University like they hadn't rejected my same exact proposal years previous. Where did he get accepted while I was kicked out?
Well, your thesis project did bite the headmaster's hand clean off, Dr. Frank.
Oh, snap. Is this serious? Damn. It was one time! And apparently one time was all it took, Dr. Frank. Whatever. That's not important right now. What's important is that Dominic is about to claim my research as his own. Even, maybe this was his plan all along. I mean, but we were soulmates. I just knew we were. But now I don't know. I crumbled the paper in my hands, ripping it in angst. There's no way I'm gonna let him get away with this! That asshole ruined my life! He's taking my baby, my research! I threw the blanket off of me, leaping to my feet. Iggs!
Yes, Doctor?
Get the shovel. I'm going to show that asshole what happens when you piss off a scientist. Later that night, if you couldn't tell, I really like the Doctor. I just love the way the designer of this game, or the person who made this game, I just love how they designed and created this Doctor. He's just so selfishly energetic. It's really funny.
Frank?
Doctor.
Dr. Frank? I'm pretty sure this is illegal.
I look at him, holding a particularly interesting specimen in my hand. Does this look like an arm of a hot boy to you?
This is illegal!
A lightning strike touches down on Gold Wiles off as if to exaggerate his statement. No one's using these. It's fine.
We are desecrating graves. I mean, I've helped you with a lot of your crazier experiments, but this? This is where I draw the line. Eek!
I throw the arm I'm holding up to him, quickly climbing out of the grave. So, yeah, maybe there's a chance this isn't completely legal. But this is a historical moment, Iggs. If we are to create the first artificial life form and show up that asshole and those idiots at the university, we can't skip on anything. We're not just making the world's first artificial life form here. We're pushing the boundaries of human capability. We're going to create the world's hottest boy! And then Dominic will take one look at him and then realize that he was a fool for leaving me, an even bigger fool for taking my research. But now, I have someone even hotter than him!
How honorable, Dr. Frank.
Iggs appeared to be trying to find the perfect position to hold the specimen up with the least amount of bodily contact. So you see, people who advance the boundaries of human capability were never stopped by silly things like laws. Now quick, I heard that Mr. Lance had a pretty big penis. We can use that. Suddenly, something moved in the underbrush.
Eek! What's that?
Hey, watch where you're going. Watch what you're doing. You must disrupt our precious spoils.
But did you hear that, Dr. Frank? I think there's something.
Again, a noise breaks out from behind us. Well then, hurry up and find that penis!
Dr. Frank! Behind you!
I quickly spun around, a sudden ominous feeling in the pit of my stomach. There's a man I've never seen before, standing there. I'm sorry, was I disturbing something? Oh! No? I step back into Iggs, hoping that this stranger can't see any of our souvenirs.
I'm so sorry! It was his idea!
I punch him quickly before he could say anything stupid. This causes him to recoil, and the arm we had been arguing over not a few minutes earlier lands on the ground with a loud thud. The man takes a clear look at what dropped on the ground and looks back at me. What was his idea? The man takes a step closer to us. Uh-oh. He's on to us! But he seems pretty chill about it for some reason. Odd. I quickly position myself in front of the dropped arm, holding my breath. Oh, Iggs! You're so funny. Such a kidder! Wow, it sure is cold out here all of a sudden. Well, we should be going now! I grab a bag of loot and dash away as fast as my legs can take me. I hear Iggs yelling after me, telling me to slow down. It was nice to meet you, Dr. Frank.
If I get arrested, I'm suing you.
I dump the bag's contents onto the table, body parts falling out and bouncing off the floor.
I said I'm going to sue you!
I think we have just enough.
Dr. Frank, do we even need all these? Why did you take so many to begin with?
Iggs, we are making art here. We can't just use any body part we find. We must only use the absolute most beautiful pieces. I pick up some art to take a closer look. Like these! See? They're absolutely gorgeous. Look at this keratin. No idea what that is. Never heard of it. So, again, apologize for missing any words I mispronounce. Or, actually, not as beautiful as the one you dropped, but I suppose you're right. They're beautiful enough.
You say that as if I dropped it of my own free will, and not because someone punched me.
Now where did we put the... Ugh. Shoot. I turned to look at my assistant. We have a problem.
Like how we just desecrated dozens of graves, hacked up its soul family members' body parts, and then were spotted doing so?
Well, no, not that. I paused, unsure of how to say this. We didn't grab any... You know... I gestured downward Charlie, hoping he'll get the reference.
I have no idea what you're trying to say.
Dick! We didn't grab any dicks! Oh. Now here's a part that kind of confused me. As you previously heard, we were able to say penis just fine. So why does the doctor have a hard time seeing penis? Or, I guess he's trying to say dicks, but it's the same thing as penis, so why is he having a hard time saying that all of a sudden? I don't know.
Oh. Well...
This is terrible! We even had the perfect specimen with Mr. Lance's penis. How am I supposed to make Dominic jealous of me now? I'm actually more concerned with how you knew Mr. Lance has a decent-sized penis. Or the perfect penis. What rumors have you been hearing as of late?
Dr. Frank, do you honestly think that is what is going to make Dominic jealous of you?
Yes. We need to go back.
Absolutely not!
He blocks my exit, making sure I can't retrieve any other body parts. Ugh! We don't have time for this! Fine, we need to, I hate saying this. Well, I'll just improvise.
I don't like where this is going.
It's fine! It's totally fine! We're still making something beautiful here! We just need to be creative. Let our creative juices flow. Now, let's see. And here's where the game gets really interesting. You can, indeed, make the perfect boyfriend. Or one to your style. See, let's look at our hair options. Oh, that's a little weird. Samurai. I wonder if we could go bald. We probably can, actually. Let's go with this hairstyle. Looks silly enough. And we could go with a bunch of colors. It's actually kind of interesting. Yeah. Tragic enemy boy. Let's go with orange. Nobody likes orange. And we got a choice of eyes. These are very, very girly eyes. That's more masculine. That's very sparkly. Masculine. And then we're back to start, so unfortunately not a lot of eyes to choose from. But let's go with sparkly. And we have skin color. Do you want a lighter skin? Darker skin? Somewhat darker? Or maybe that's the darkest, and I'm going backwards. Sure, why not? And then we get... Again, for some reason this is bleeped out. But it's clearly a penis. Which again, Dr. Frank said earlier, penis, and... I just don't get it. Is there like a minimum account that you can't say penis before you have to bleep it out? I don't know. But anyway, as the doctor said, we have to improvise. So let's take a look at what we have for penis. No worst bite. Little carrot. Modest cucumber. Chunky guru. Double trouble. Just like my enemies. I think it's... However, I think it would be more funny if they said, just like my head ties. Ha ha. Oh, why not? Let's give them the smallest size possible. Never really done the small size. I've always done like medium or bigger. Let's confirm. Perfect!
Dr. Frank, what were those penis options just now? See, and now he says penis!
It's not bleeped out. I'm really confused. Everybody knows why that is. Feel free to explain. Because I really don't know. Why some people have a hard time saying penis even though they said it 2 seconds ago. Why that penis is bleeped out while this is fine. I don't know. Iggs, open the roof doors. I need a little atmosphere as I make history here. He sullenly goes to the crank, reluctantly beginning to turn it. The ceiling creaks open, showing the dark, turbulent skies and cold, harsh rain above us. I raise my arms up, catching the coldness in my outstretched hands. There's a strange sensation in my stomach, and a nodding of excitement and anger. It's rising throughout my body, invigorating me with a newfound strength. Hee Iggs! Iggs! This is it! It's perfect! The skies, they know we're about to do the impossible. They know what we're about to. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop us! I'm going to show Dominic that I don't need him. That I'll never need anyone like him in my life ever again! He and his kind will become obsolete. We're going to better the world. Iggs, we're going to make it so that no one will ever have their hearts broken again! Dr. Frank, you're scaring me. I can do this. I can make the most beautiful boyfriend ever! We work hard through the night, accumulating enough energy from the lightning storm to inject into our subject. We almost fell multiple times, the body not holding the energy as well as it should. But it was no matter. My sheer genius, hard work, and determination carried us through the many hours of grueling surgery. We had done it. We had created the world's most beautiful boy! Oh, let's take a look at him!
Dr. Frank, he's kind of ugly.
Don't say that to him! You'll hurt his feelings! And I'm sure he's beautiful to someone. No, what am I thinking? I made him. He's beautiful, and beauty is relative anyway. Aw, our monster's happy. So happy. I'm not gonna lie, this hair color with this skin tone, not too bad.
Of course.
Especially with his, what exactly is that on his abdomen? It's his 128 pack. I figure that the more packs you have, the sexier you are. I don't think that's how it works, Dr. Frank. So I added a lot.
Frank.
Doctor!
Dr. Frank, you took an anatomy class, right?
Well, I guess technically, maybe?
I don't even know what to say.
He spoke.
Did you hear that?
Did you hear that, Iggs? My boyfriend spoke!
Your what?
My boyfriend! Haven't I been saying that this whole time?
You would say you were to make a boyfriend, not your boyfriend.
I felt it was kind of obvious, Iggs, that we're making ourselves a boyfriend. I mean, we're making a boyfriend, but giving it to who? This is Dr. Frank's here. That should have been kind of obvious. Of course I'm making my ultimate boyfriend. Look at us! I wrapped my arms around the monster to show Iggs just what I meant. Hee hee. Soft. He returns the hug, lifting me off the ground and nearly breaking my bones in the process. Jesus Christ!
Yeah! He's... God, I can't breathe. He's so strong. That's sexy, right? Ah! Monster, drop him! You drop him right now!
The monster lets go of me. I painfully hit the ground.
Dr. Frank, are you alright?
Haha! Of course I am! Because my boyfriend just hugged me.
Dr. Frank, please stop.
Cute. Iggs! Iggs! Did you just hear that?
Dr. Frank, please calm down.
He's the boyfriend! Eee! Iggs, look, okay, look. I ran up next to my boyfriend, wrapping my arms around his waist. Do we look good together? Like, would this make Dominic jealous?
I don't know if jealous is the right word for it.
The monster then leans over and gives me another hug, this time not as painfully. Aw, the doctor's so happy. He's so happy. What a cute picture. What a cute couple. And for some reason my hair isn't showing in this, but whatever. Aw, he's a hugger. That's the best ultimate boyfriend. Papa is soft. No, please don't call me that. I love my papa.
Please stop!
That's well, that must be a glitch. Papa is soft. No, I'm your boyfriend. Repeat after me. Boyfriend. Papa likes hugs.
Dr. Frank, please make him stop.
Don't worry, we can trade him out of that. Probably. It'll probably take some time, which we'll probably don't have. It doesn't matter. As long as he doesn't talk, it should be fine. He can still be my boyfriend. And let's get moving anyway. If we leave now, we can easily make it to the University Square before the presentation starts. Boyfriend, let's go. We're going on a field trip. Yay, field trip. I began to lead him by the hand, wondering how we were going to navigate the narrow stairs leading from my secret lab.
Surely you're not going to take him into town like that.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, he's naked.
How else are they going to see his beauty then?
He's going to get arrested for public indecency before you can even make it to the conference.
Fair point. Fine, so we'll dress him. I made him pretty big.
You did.
I'm not sure if I have any clothes that will fit him.
Dr. Frank, you need to dress him.
Okay, I guess I'll just be creative. Objective. Dress your boyfriend. And here's another little interesting part about this game. Go about the rooms and kind of just go exploring. What does this area have to say? It's a fancy chair. I don't really care. I'm a poet and you didn't even know it. Hey look, shoes. This random assortment of shoes are all the footwear I own. None of these would fit the monster though. Naturally, his feet are really big. Wink wink, nudge nudge. Shoot, but what am I supposed to do? The only person who would have shoes that would fit him is Dominic. He had left behind a pair of shoes after the breakup, but in a fit of rage I had thrown them along with all his other shit inside the entryway cupboard and threw away the key. Gee, we're smart. Shit. Here's a door. The front door. If I want to leave the house, I should do it from the overworld map. Alright, fair enough. And let's take a look at the cupboard right here. A locked cupboard. I had thrown all of Dominic's things in here after he left. His shoes are in here. Naturally, it's locked. Shit. The key was long gone. I had fed it to Susie weeks ago. I'll need to find something to open it with. Either smash it in or pry the door off. Like that. We need to get shoes in here, but we've lost the key, and now we need to pry the door open or get a key. But first, let's go back to the lab real quick. And talk to Iggs.
Hi, Dr. Frank. Do you need anything?
So we can ask a few interesting questions. Is that pepperoni?
His nipples are pepperoni slices.
Yeah?
Okay, but why?
Why not?
Because nipples aren't usually made of pizza toppings?
My dear Iggs, you're living in the past. This is cutting-edge nipple technology we're working with here. My boyfriend has the best nipples in the world. They're meaty. They have enhanced flavor. They taste like pizza.
Of course.
And as you can see right here, something is bleeped out. I wonder what it could be. Well, it saves me the trouble of bleeping it out, so I don't really care. Papa's back! Okay, while I'm out, your job is to, train him out of that.
Why me?
What else do I pay you for?
For helping you run your experiments, Dr. Frank, not for training your undead boyfriend out of his daddy kink.
Hey, this is an experiment, so it's technically part of your job description. And need I remind you that your current job is to make him stop referring to me as Papa? I am to be formally addressed as a boyfriend. Papa!
This is inhumane on so many levels.
Let's talk about Dominic.
About Dominic.
I don't want to talk about that asshole.
But
I said I don't want to talk about him!
I know. Sorry. I was just curious. How much of your research did you end up showing him?
Everything he wanted to see. He kept asking, and I just wanted to keep talking to him. To have him keep coming back. I showed him everything. Tears.
I'm sorry, Dr. Frank.
I am too. Seriously, Dominic is such a douche. Liking me? And probably sucking my balls? Just to get my research? Come on now. Low blow, man. Low blow. Literally.
I think it's really admirable of you to leave the penis off, Dr. Frank, especially after your insistence that he needed one. Not every boyfriend has one, but that really doesn't matter, does it?
Iggs, what do you mean by not every boyfriend has one? Is there something you want to talk about, Iggs? Oh, well, I mean, I left it off because I couldn't get the right look I was going for. But yeah, I suppose it doesn't matter now, does it? He's still perfect. Aw, that's the spirit. Size doesn't matter. Sort of.
Ah! What are we going to do with the guy who goes to the police?
Who?
Have you already forgotten? The guy who walked in on us stealing his body parts.
Oh yeah. I've never seen him before. I wonder what he was doing there.
Is that what you're worried about, Dr. Frank?
And if you ask, I have a question. It just leads to what you're supposed to do and your objectives. And Iggs really doesn't really help. He just says you're supposed to be looking for a shirt, pants, and shoes. But he doesn't really tell you where anything is, so it's kind of pointless talking to him about it. So, we'll leave it at that.
Okay, Dr. Frank.
But while we're here, let's take a look. Hunks galore, cutest boys ever. Reference pictures for my boyfriend. Love. Fair enough. Oh, what is this? It's filled with old magic books I was able to smuggle in from neighboring countries. Janelle's unique stance on magic has certainly made it hard to do any sort of research on magic fields. It was the best I could do to get my hands on intact reanimation research. What I would what I would have given for such necromancy texts. Ha! Like there's any of that haven't been destroyed by now. Ah, so it's a magic bookshelf. The dissecting table. In a way, it's also my boyfriend's crib. That doesn't sound weird, does it? Alright, let's take a look at Top Secret, where stick figure plus sparkle equals stick figure with sparkles. Makes sense to me. Truly the epitome of my life's work. Okay. And we can head to the house and continue exploring. Let's see, let's go to the dining room. Some nice sturdy chairs. Why do I only have 3? Well, because I used the others in a failed experiment. Naturally. Oh, and what is this? A nice fancy napkin. It's completely pristine. Because, you know, I never used it. I decided to pick it up just in case. Which indeed we're going to be needing. So let's look at this table. A nice ornate dining table. It's covered with dust. I can't even remember the last time I used this. Well, leaving a napkin on the table, so of course. A nice fancy hanging chandelier. I tried to use the crystals on these in an experiment once. It didn't work. Wonder what kind of experiment it was. But that's it for the dining room. Let's head over to the kitchen. This knife? A trusty, dusty knife. It's so worn I can't cut it anymore. Its main uses recently happened to pry open jars of jam. I pick it up and add it to my inventory, just in case I'll need it. And bugs! Billions and billions of bugs! Let's smash them. Ah! Don't squish those! They're the tenants. Mrs. Pretty Princess, Mr. Handsome Prince, Mr. Slightly Too Devoted Knight, Mr. Inappropriately Dressed Butler, and Mr. Her Majesty's Pet. No, they don't pay any rent. Unfortunately. I feel ya with having an animal living with you and they don't pay rent. And they're annoying little pests. But that's quite an interesting family we've got going on here. Oh, what kind of calendar is this? Ho ho ho. Nothing in here except pickled bugs, plants, and unidentified failed projects. Ah. So nothing of use. Pile of dirty dishes. Surely a work of art. To some people, I imagine. A window that looks out my backyard. The grass is so overgrown it looks a bit like a jungle. I'll get around to it later. That's one way of thinking. It's a miracle this flower is still alive. I don't even remember the last time I watered it. Well, that's a survivor. In case you were wondering, it's possible to stay awake for 4 days straight while drinking my very own, almost patented Dr. Frank coffee. Wow, that's quite amazing coffee. Don't know if that's good for the body, though. I don't have time to cook. I have sights to do. The horizon of human knowledge to expand. Alright, fair enough. And let's head to our bedroom. Because why not? Ooh, closet. I don't want to open these. The skeletons I have stored in here are going to fall out. Packing was never my strong suit. Bubblegum ice cream. I used to love this as a kid. Like, I'd always get bubblegum when I was a kid. Only kind I'd ever eat. Probably because it was normally pink color, and I do love the color pink, so probably why. Half-finished bubblegum ice cream tubes are scattered across the floor. Look, I was sad, okay? Butt out! There's some clothes. I missed the assortment of worn clothes. I still have a while until laundry day. The only thing that would fit my monster would be... I pick up my old nightshirt. Perfect, this'll fit! Checks itself before wreck itself. I'm still missing some clothing articles. None of these pats will fit them. And with that, we acquired a shirt. So what are 3 things for the monster? Daylight! I feel ya, I feel ya. A wonderful face to wake up to every day. Never give up. Number 1, best. Hell yeah. A big comfy bed fit for only the best of the best. And by the best of the best, I mean me. What are these? Meaty Man Monthly. Strictly for research purposes. Of course. I pick it up and add it to my inventory. Just in case. And last but not least, the stuffed animal. It's my oldest friend, Dr. Oink. Dominic didn't find her very cute. In hindsight, maybe it was never meant to be. Hey wait, are you making fun of me? So what if I'm a grown man still swimming with stuffed animals? Yeah, I know a few people who can attest to this, so can't complain too hard on it. Don't tell anyone, but Dr. Oink isn't even a doctor. Oh, just likes to call herself that. Okay, okay. I pick up Dr. Oink to take with me. And if you go to our inventory, Dr. Oink is indeed among us. Along with Meaty Man, our lovely little knife, and our handkerchief. Or napkin, whatever. Alright, let's go back to the study. I gotta spruce up my study somehow, right? Some of these are even handy. Get it? Like, a hand? I'm going to die alone. Probably. And as you can see, there's a hand right here, so that's the terrible, terrible pun. I pick up yesterday's newspaper. The Hindenburg Times, June 18th, 1884. Janila's premier newspaper. Annual Hindenburg University Conference set to astonish. Put the newspaper back down. Yeah, it's just gibberish. We don't really care. A nice sturdy globe of the world. It's a nice reminder that there exists things outside of my door. If I ever stoop low enough to want to leave, anyway. Yeah, trying to get out of the house is kind of the main issue. Lots of nifty knickknacks. Alright, fair enough. This is kind of interesting. Not a secret passage. Go away. Don't enter. Go away. But if you want to get to the secret lair, you should do it from the overworld map. Look, a button. What does it do? This button was set to move the bookshelf revealing the passage to my secret lab. But I got lazy and just kept it open all the time now. At least he's honest. A comically large dictionary. It claims that it can translate any script known and unknown to man. Pretty useful, but also painfully heavy. I refuse to carry this around if I don't have to. Pick it up? Now, if we pick it up and carry it to another part of the house, we will actually fall through the floor and die. Something I was actually surprised with this game, that you can actually die with it in here. So for now, we shall leave it alone. If I could afford to not carry a 2-ton book around, that would be great. And last but not least, the limited edition, okay? Alright, I can agree with that. As long as they're limited edition. But if they're anything else, then that's sad. Alrighty, let's stick around here. Even more plants. I have a lot of these. It may not look like it, but I have a bit of a green thumb. You just can't see it because of my gloves. Gangren na? Yeah, I don't know what that word means, so I guess. It's a beautiful day today. A perfect day to kick a certain someone's ass. Indeed it is. How nice. A collection of broken pots that I could use to carry some of the weed grower around. I made this for my midterm project. We were supposed to make a weed killer. I ended up creating something that makes weeds grow at almost a comical rate. On top of that, I'm either deathly allergic to this or it's poisonous. Either way, I don't want to pick this up unless I need to. Pick it up. And again, if we pick this up and we keep wandering around the house, we will keep sneezing until we can't breathe anymore. So, for now, no thank you. I love myself. I don't pick up the weed grower. I can see out to the deck outside. Don't think of importance out there. Alright, good to know. Hey, a shovel. I can see a shovel sitting behind Susie. I won't be able to grab it without getting close enough for him to attack me. Alright, let's take a look at Susie. Who's apparently a boy, though. It's Susie, my thesis project for my PhD program. Ah. He's named after the black-eyed Susan. Look, I built him to specifically lust after the flesh of men. Yes, he's going to bite, that's kind of in his nature. There's no need for them to kick me out of the program for it. And he even only bit someone once. That's pretty good for a man-eating plant. And as you recall, the doctor got kicked out because his thesis project bit a hand clean off of one of the doctors. And so, it looks like this is the culprit. But they like reading meaty man magazines. Let's use it. Let's use it on Susie. I slide up towards Susie, keeping my head low. Hey kid, want to see something cool? The plant hisses at me as I bring out a certain magazine. He goes silent as he sees the sparkling muscles on the cover. So much meat. Too hot to handle. Wow, by someone. More hunks than ever before. Rated #1 somewhere. Probably. Rated #1 somewhere, probably. I could accidentally leave this behind if I'm able to get closer to a certain gardening equipment. He grabs the magazine with his jaws, opening it up to a full spread image. He no longer pays me any mind. Oh look, our plot is blushing! He's blushing. He's like, oh kawaii senpai! And so he's distracted. Let's get that shovel. And yes, we will grab the shovel. I managed to stick around the distracted Susie and grab the shovel. Alrighty. Let us head down. I believe we can pry this open now. With the knife. Using all the strength I can muster, I pry the cupboard door off its hinges. Yeah! There! It's open. That was almost as hard as opening that jar of premium bubblegum jam last week. Rummaging inside, I find his shoes. Ta-da! What an asshole. I can't believe he's really gone. It wasn't supposed to happen like this. I had been okay by myself. I was a genius, surrounded by those who couldn't appreciate the beauty and grace of my work. Alone. Misunderstood. I had convinced myself I was okay with this. I had my future all planned out. I was going to die as an unknown genius, so ahead of its time. But then, Dominic. The way he had looked at me, and my research. I didn't even know it was possible that someone could potentially understand me. He knew what my work meant, what I meant. But he left, and I was all alone again. And now this life I had chosen for myself was unbearable. The shoe's leather is rough on my hands. I should get this back to Eggs and the Monster. Alright, so we found a shirt and some shoes, but we've yet to find some pants. And the reason for that is because there are no pants inside. Or at least none that can fit them. So, up to the far left, there's a sign that says, to Hindenburg, 7 km. Let's head that way. And so we can go to the church, or we could go to the graveyard. First, let's go to the church. A whole bunch of pews. I have no idea why they have so many. It's not like that many people even attend this church, but with it being in the middle of mountains and all. You never know, Doctor. You never know. Hey! A donation box that holds a large collection of clothing. This is probably for the needy. I see a large pair of pants that could most likely accommodate a certain boyfriend monster. Well, I think I qualify as needy in some definitions of the word. Well, our monster does eat clothing, so yeah, I'm pretty sure he's good to go. I grab the pair of pants and try to stuff them into my pockets or as much as possible. They don't fit, the legs hanging out. Close enough. So with that, we've acquired a pair of pants. But let's keep looking around. This is a rather intriguing mosaic. It's an elaborate stained glass window. It shows a sad-looking boy surrounded by a black basilisk skin. What crap, I've never understood how anyone could believe in such illogical stories. Alright. Let's look at the books. A large variety of books adorn the bookshelf. They look really old, but well cared for. Even with my vast spring of knowledge, I can't read any of the book titles. What language is this even? Books that we have no idea what they're saying. Interesting. It's an altar. I don't really know much else about it. Fair enough. Look, some flowers. A nice batch of roses at a fortified site before the altar. The Outland religion uses roses as their center point. Wait a minute, but didn't this used to be a Chaldean church? I have no idea about any of these names, so they're meant to be referenced to something. I'm not sure what. Strange. Alright, we are done here, so let us leave. I turn around to leave with my contraband pants a toe. Except... Ah! Oh, I see we meet again. Good morning, Mr. Frank. Doctor. Excuse me? I'm Dr. Frank. Oh, well then, please do forgive me, Dr. Frank. It's nice to finally meet you. My name is Celios. I just moved here. I took over the care of the church from the last priest. Oh. So you're a priest. You're okay with us borrowing a pair of pants, right? I see you found something of use in the donation box. Dr. Frank, no worries. That's what they're there for. If you have found use in them, then they were destined to go with you. Oh. Thanks. He gives me a cute smile. Wait, I mean a sickly sweet smile. Yeah, that's it. Since I just moved here... If I have one gripe with this game, is that this. Sometimes Celios will say one thing, the doctor won't say anything except for dots, and then Celio won't say anything except for dots. And then the conversation continues. This happens a lot between these two. Way too much that I care for. So, kind of an annoying little feature, unfortunately. I was hoping that someone might be able to show me around. And we just did it again, see? Kind of annoying. I gotta go! Bye! I run out of the church as fast as possible. Phew! Made it. He just about cornered me. Gotta keep an eye out for that guy. He's suspicious. And since we're down here, why not look at the graveyard? Wait, Celios, weren't you just aside? What are you doing out here? A handful of graves that we visited the previous night. I wish I could have grabbed Mr. Lunce's penis while I had the chance, though. Some bushes. Immaculate rose bushes. The flowers of the church never used to be this beautiful. Strange. Yeah, that is pretty strange. Crap! I made eye contact with them. It's nice to see you again, Mr. Frank. Doctor! Oh, please forgive me. That was awfully rude, especially after you took the time to correct me the previous time. Is there anything I could do to make it up to you? And there it is again. Ah, well. If you ever think of anything, feel free to let me know. Suspicious! Well, that's all we need for right now. Let's head back up to the house, where we've acquired all the clothing we needed. I found a shirt! Great! I pull out my bed shirt and move it to put it on my boyfriend. What are you doing? Well, I'm clearly giving my boyfriend a shirt. That's what you wanted, right? To abide by public decency laws and all that other crap. Well, I mean, don't you have anything fancier? Look, this is the only thing I own that would fit him. Can you spruce it up at least? I mean, it has blood. Are those bloodstains at the front? It's coffee. And what? You want me to spruce it up? What does that even mean? I am pretty sure that's not coffee, Dr. Frank. Do you own a tie or a bow tie or something? Or besides the one I'm wearing? No, and I can't take this off. It'll ruin my look. Well, then you better find something else to go with it. Here, have this back. You'll probably need to combine this with something else. And indeed, Iggs is right. The shirt is too ugly for us to use, so we need to combine it. And we shall be combining it with the napkin we have. Voila! Here you go! Fancy shirt! Shirt! Wow, I can only just barely make out the coffee stains from back here. So questioning whether those are coffee stains or not, huh? You know what? Let's just make sure no one touches him during the presentation for health precautions. Alright, so we got the shirt. I found shoes that'll fit my boyfriend! That's great! Shoes! And last but not least, we got some pants. I pull out the pants I found. I can't believe you actually found pants big enough to fit his huge ass! And where exactly did you find... Oh, that's Iggs still, sorry. And where exactly did you find those? The church. I don't even want to know how they ended up there. Pits! Is that it? That's it! He's ready to go! Come on, let's go, boyfriend! Dr. Frank, please wait! We don't have time for this, Iggs! The conference is starting in a few minutes and my boyfriend isn't there! But the Sutchers... Leading my boyfriend by the arm, I slam open the front door. To my dismay, standing there is... Oh, Dr. Frank. Ah! Ah! I hope now's not a bad time. Oh! Shit! Field trip! Who's this? This is, Wait a minute. Maybe this would be a good opportunity to perfect the presentation I'll be giving at the conference. Ahem. Yes, this dashing, handsome, absolutely sexy fellow here is My boyfriend! Papa! Way to go, monster. You ruined this whole scene. No, don't say that. I love my papa. I'm not into that, I swear. There's no need to hide your interest, Dr. Frank. I'm not into that! Ah! My boyfriend suddenly moves on his own, waddling up to where the new neighbor is standing. Ah! Oh, hello, Mr. Dr. Frank's boyfriend. What's your name? You know, Celios is pretty calm. He's like chill about us and everything. Which I get the feeling not most people would. Oh! You seem like a very happy fellow. I'm glad that we are able to meet. I hope you treat Dr. Frank well. He seems like a nice, cute fellow. My boyfriend suddenly clamps Celios on the shoulders, his face intense. Mama! What? Stop doing that! I'm so sorry! Mama! Mama! Your boyfriend is so cute, Dr. Frank. I wouldn't mind being your mother if you needed one. He doesn't need a mother! Or even a papa for that matter! No papa! Mama! Gah! I don't have time for this. We're going! I reached behind me, grabbing my boyfriend's arm to shove past Celios and make our way to the grand conference. Except... Uh-oh. Never trust an except. Uh-oh. What did I say? Never trust an except. The arm doesn't quite have the resistance I'm expecting. Instead, I look behind me and see that I'm holding half an arm. Dr. Frank! I had ripped my boyfriend's arm off! I slammed the door shut, ignoring the muffled noises I could hear from the other side. Shit! What time is it? The conference started about 5 minutes ago. I looked down at the arm in my hands. The skin seems to be slipping off. It looks like it's rotting. What do you mean it's rotting? Well, it is dead flesh. We didn't soak it in formalin or anything. That would have made it look hideous. I can't work with hideous body parts, Iggs. Field trip? We'll just sew on another one. Really quick. Go fetch me one of the other fine but still slightly uglier specimen for the lab. Eggs. Eggs. Please don't yell at me. I'll get rid of the extras. What? I returned them back to the graves. I was feeling so guilty. We had to desecrate people's graves for those pieces, and you weren't even using them. The least I could do was to return them. Well, what the hell are we supposed to do now? Bring my ultimate boyfriend on stage while he's got a gaping arm wound dripping all over the place? Oh yeah, just look at that. Damn. It would match the bloodstains on his shirt at least. For the last time, it's coffee! I have to calm down. The conference just started and it'll go for another 2 hours. Dominic's presentation isn't until the end anyway. We'll just crush his presentation. So we need to dig up another arm. Again? No, I'm not doing that. What else am I paying for you for, Iggs? Go dig up at that arm. Ah! Angry bird! My boyfriend inserts himself between Iggs and I, cutting off any argument that we might have started. Oh, that made us both so humble all of a sudden. Fine, I'll do it. You stay here and babysit. What a thing to say about your boyfriend. I leave. Objective: find your boyfriend a new arm. Alrighty. So the best way to do it... Actually, we need to go back to the conservatory. Guess what we need to pick up? Alright, here's some weed killer. Or weed grower. this time, we're actually gonna pick it up. Call us crazy. Holding my nose, I put it in my inventory. Achoo! Ugh, this sucks. Okay, go to the house. Now, like I said, if we go to any other rooms, the weed grower stuff will actually kill us. However, if we go outside, we're actually fine. First, let's go to the graveyard. And as we saw before, Celios is still here. Ah, Dr. Frank, you're back! Let's see. Did I get it right this time? Oh, yes. Yes, you did. Is there anything I could help you with? And with this, you can ask him a few questions. Because as you can see, he's in front of the graves. And we need to dig up some body parts, and we can't do it while he's here. So we kind of need to make him go away. The altar inside. It has roses. Indeed, I worked hard to cultivate them, so I'm especially glad to see them blooming so beautifully. Except roses are the symbol of the outline religion, and this used to be a Chaldean church. Is that so? Wait, did you not know that? I'll profess that I did not. The altar was barren when I arrived, so I simply planted flowers that I knew would thrive in that type of soil. That's interesting. But kind of odd that as a priest you wouldn't know that. Since this Chaldean church, shouldn't you be a Chaldean priest? How did you not know that this was a Chaldean church? Did you say you took over the church for the last priest? I did indeed. Then I mean, at the very least he would have mentioned the religious sect of the church you were inheriting, right? He did not. Our conversation was cut rather short. A chill suddenly runs up my spine. Cut short? How was it cut short? Well, he had to leave in a hurry. I'm not sure about what. Our conversation was rather short, all in all. Are you even a priest? I do not believe I ever stated such. Then what are you? I'm a gardener. He gives me another smile. It's kind of cute. Wait, what am I thinking? I hope that won't be an issue. Dr. Frank. No, I just assumed that you were a priest. Sorry. Dr. Frank, why are you apologizing? It was my own fault for not being clearer in my introductions. I'm afraid to say that I won't be preaching any sermons here. I'm sorry if you frequented this church. I would attend a church even if you paid me. Oh, well then, my not giving any sermons should pose no issue. I hope that a few of the villagers were sad to see their last priest go. But they won't have to wait long before the next priest arrives. Wait, what? I'm just stopping through. Oh, you're not staying? Why am I feeling sad all of a sudden? Well, that all depends on how things turn out. There's a chance that I won't be here for long. Why are you even here? So direct. Well, I heard a rumor, so I decided to investigate, that's all. What rumor? I love the way your glasses bring out the color of your eyes. Huh? Sorry, did I say that out loud? How embarrassing. Huh. Kinda interesting change of topic. Are you flirting with me, though? Are you flirting with me? Oh, am I? You keep telling me I'm cute. Forgive me if that is causing you any distress. I can stop if you want. I kinda like it though, so maybe not. Dr. Frank, would you like me to stop?
I gotta go.
Alright. Well, I unfortunately didn't get him to leave, so let's keep talking to him. My, do you like talking to me that much? But before, you didn't quite answer our question. You went straight to flirting with us. Wait a minute. You never answered my question. Oh, how rude of me. What was it again? What rumor are you here investigating? My, your hair is such a cute shade of pink. I wonder if it feels as fluffy as it looks.
Ah! What?
Dr. Frank, are you feeling alright? You're turning a strange shade of red.
Shut up! He's too strong for me!
And last but not least, have you met Dr. Oink? If you don't have Oink in your inventory, that option will not come up. But, oh well, might as well show him off. What's the harm? Have you met the esteemed Dr. Oink? I don't believe I have. I pull out my trusty companion to show Stelios. I don't know why we want to show a complete stranger our stuffed animal. But sure, anyway, whatever. My, how utterly adorable. Adorable? Gah! She's an industry veteran. Show her some respect. Forgive me, I didn't mean to come off so rude. I think her glasses give her a very sophisticated look. Definitely the scientist I would visit if I wanted good results. What is it? What with her glasses and all, the two of you look like siblings. Very cute indeed. Come back anytime. And let's see, we need a save. Because I believe that's it for today. We're about hitting that hour mark or we're just past it, so. Stop, you're making me blush, Dr. Frank. Well, we're here to save, so. And unfortunately, the only way I know how to save is through talking, which is a little bit weird. So here we have our options. But we want to save. Alright, save game. Yes, please. Alright. So, that'll be it for today's video on Dr. Frank, Build a Boyfriend. I am Tara the Fox. You are the viewer. And I hope to see you next time.